Ooh, what's good, Commanders fans? Just wanted to make a video about the news about Darnell Savage. Now, I will be making another video because because Dan Quinn will talk and he will give an update on Trey Amos, Terry McLaurin, Marshawn Lattimore with a concussion. Excuse me. So I know he's going to give an update about that. He may even give a Jaden Daniels update. We'll see. Like he may just flat out be like, "Hey, like Jaden's going to play," or he's on a trajectory to play on Sunday versus the Falcons. He probably won't say that, but who he might, he might just be like, "Hey, we just wanted to rest him for precautionary reasons, and we're going to move forward with Jaden as the starter this week in practice." So he may actually say that, but I highly doubt it. It's probably like a 5% chance that Dan Quinn says that. But I do want to pay attention just in case he does say something like that. I'm trying to think of any other injuries. I think that's about it. Will Harris, of course, we know he's going to be out for the foreseeable future. They may even put him on IR. That's something they may announce. But in the corresponding move of them putting him on IR, they're most likely going to sign Darnell Savage. They're bringing him in for a visit. Jeremy Fowler had this first. Of course, he did go to Maryland, so there's something there. He also, when he was with the Green Bay Packers, he's the one that got the pick six on Dak in the playoffs when the Cowboys thought they were really going to go to the Super Bowl that year. And they got dominated. Green Bay dominated them in Dallas. Aaron Jones went crazy. I think he had 3 touchdowns that game. But Darnell Savage had the pick six on Dak. And they ultimately ended up blowing out, or like I said, belted you-know-what against the Cowboys. And that was a big play by Darnell Savage. Darnell Savage in that game, he had a 64-yard pick six for a touchdown, and he had 2 receptions allowed, only 2 catches allowed, and 56 coverage snaps against the Cowboys. So he had a heck of a day against the Cowboys. So if he can duplicate that when we play the Cowboys twice this year, and when he comes, he's going to have to start. I mean, we don't have anybody else. I mean, Percy Butler got banged up too. So Jeremy Reeves could start. They could do that next to Quan Martin, but I think or they'll just do a rotation. They'll do something like that. So I can see that happening. But Darnell Savage, former first-round pick. I do want to get into some more information about Darnell Savage, but before we do that, I just want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, Sleeper. What's good, Commanders fans? Just want to give you guys a great deal with the promo code Oliver for Sleeper. Make sure you guys check out the Sleeper app. First-time users, you get 100% deposit match up to $100 for your first time using Sleeper. Sleeper is a great fantasy app for all sports, especially the NFL. For more or less on player projections, you pick the more or less on the projections, like Terry McLaurin. Receptions, you can pick the more on that for 4.5 receptions on Sunday against the Giants. I'm taking more on that. And they also have great deals. Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, they have free squares, more than half a pass yards. They're going to step on the field and get that. So make sure you guys check out Sleeper. Also on Sleeper, you have a chance to 1,000 times your cash on daily fantasy football on Sleeper. Check it out. Terms and conditions apply. So the pick, like I said, I'm giving you for you guys on Sleeper is Terry McLaurin, more than 4.5 receptions, and then take the free square with Joe Burrow, more of a half a passing yard, which is just insane. It's just a great deal that they're giving. Free money, a free play that they're giving on Sleeper. Great deal. Terms and conditions apply on Sleeper. Like I said, first-time users, 100% deposit match up to $100. Click on the link down below in the description and use promo code Oliver. Let's get back to the video. Peace. And once again, make sure you guys sign up for Sleeper. First-time users, you get a first-time deposit match up to $100 the first time you sign up using promo code Oliver. The link is down below in the description. I didn't really make any picks this week, so I'm definitely going to get back on it. I did say Brock Bowers receiving yards. So I guess we'll count that. So I'm 1-3 on the season, but we're going to bounce back. We're playing the Falcons. So I may have to target Kyle Pitts at the tight end position, or I may take an under because Michael Penix has been so bad. And Kirk Cousins was awful last year. So I'll look at the board, do some more research, and come up with some plays. Or we'll go on our side and say that, Bill will get over rushing yards or something like that, or anytime touchdown for Bill, or Jeremy McNichols, one of those guys, or Mariota may even get an anytime touchdown. So stuff like that I'll take a look at, and we'll make a pick. Hopefully we can go 2-3 after the Falcons game. But back to Darnell Savage. So Darnell Savage, he struggled last year with the Jaguars. He, per PFF, in 2 games, he had a 38.9 overall PFF grade, which is bad, 61 defense grade, and a 43.1 coverage grade, which is pretty awful. 2024, he also had a 46.9 overall PFF grade, a 62 run defense grade, and a 41.5 coverage grade as well. So he played in 2 games this year, and he got released. Last year, he played in games did he play in? I think he played in 13 games. He had 13 games, 13 starts, 1 interception. His best season was in 2020, where he had 4 picks, 56.4 completion percentage allowed, which is really, really good. 67.3 quarterback rating allowed, which is really, really good as well. He had 2 picks his rookie year, 2 picks in 2021. So ball is life for him sometimes, or a little bit here and there. So he does take the ball away. But last year was a rough year for him. He had 100. He gave up 118.3, a quarterback rating of 58.5, completion percentage. The completion percentage allowed is pretty good though. Those are some of the advanced metrics for Darnell Savage, and looks like he's been healthy for the most part for his career. Now the Packers, they did pick up his 5th-year option a couple years ago, but they didn't bring him back. The Jaguars signed him in free agency. They had plans for him to be their slot corner, so similar to where Will Harris, he can play slot and safety, so he's interchangeable. Has that flexibility at the safety and cornerback position. So that's good to see, to know that we can use him as a slot corner, use him as a safety, and that's what they were doing with Will Harris as well. Now, another thing, Darnell Savage is an athlete and a half. He is an athlete and a half. This guy's RAS score was basically off the charts. I do want to read it to you guys. He ran a 4.36 40-yard dash, which is elite. 20-yard split was elite. His 10-yard split was elite. Vertical leap 39.5, almost 40-inch vert, which was elite. His broad jump was elite as well. His shuttle cone drill, which was elite as well, 4.14 seconds. His 3-cone drill, which was good, 7.03. Now, 5'10", 198 pounds, bench press 11 times. All that was rated as poor, but overall, he ranked 113 out of 689 free safeties from 1987 to 2019. He had an 8.37 RAS score as well. So he was the 21st pick in the draft for the Packers. So this guy, man, he's an athlete, man. We got faster, and he's 28 years old. So we got a little bit younger if we do sign him. He's from Salisbury as well, Salisbury, Maryland, and Dan Quinn went to Salisbury University. Now, Jason Simmons was his defensive pass game coordinator with the Packers. So there is some type of connection. We always try to find a connection, or somebody finds a connection, coaching connection, player connection, or whatever, GM connection, Lance Newmark, whoever, or Adam Peters connection whenever we sign guys. And that's your connection there. Other than that, there's not that many connections. It doesn't really, it matters a little bit, but it's not like an end-all, be-all as far as like connections and whatnot. He went to high school in Delaware, to Carville. So local guy with Salisbury, Maryland, and went to University of Maryland as well. Had a darn good career there. But I like that he's near the football. Now, like I said, the last 2 years he hasn't played well. He was cut after 2 games. His playing time diminished last year, but I think the role that we want, I think he's the perfect replacement, or not replacement, but substitute for Will Harris. A lot of people wanted Justin Simmons, and they may still go after Justin Simmons. Who knows? But I do think that Darnell Savage will fit what they're looking for as far as a guy that can play slot and play the safety position as well. Even though the last 2 years have not been great for Darnell Savage, but just the speed and the athleticism as well. You look at the strengths for him coming out of college was in that 2020 draft as well. Strengths are a twitchy, urgent athlete. Movement in space is fluid and natural. Quick pedal to gain depth from high safety spot. Makeup speed to chase down the throw. Thrives in off-man coverage from slot. Above average coverage IQ. Responsive to pattern cues laid out by quarterback and wide receiver. Smooth hips with sharp bursts to smother underneath routes at the break. Plus burst to close. Shows lurker qualities to read and jump throws by unaware quarterbacks as well. So of his 7 interceptions over the last 2 years, 2 have gone for touchdowns in college. I'm reading his college. This is his draft and college write-up coming out of college. So that is good to know too. That's his write-up coming out of college. So he was the 5th lowest graded safety in football with at least 40 snaps in this past season for the past 2 games that he did playing. So he's had some inconsistency as a tackler as well. His missed tackle percentage right now is at 50%. It's only like 1 or 2 times he tried to tackle anyway. So I don't want to ding him for that because he's just barely even played. So, but like I said, I think this will be a good pickup. First round pedigree, went to Maryland, 4.3 40-yard dash, 40-inch vert, athlete and a half, can play slot, can play corner. Can play slot corner, can play safety at the same as well. So I would like this pickup. I think there's something they need to get done today. I've fooled around. I don't know if they would sign 2 safeties, but they're probably going to sign 1 and move on from there. But I believe Percy Butler got a little banged up too. Let me look this up real quick because I feel like, yeah, he was questionable return with a hip injury, so they may need to sign too. If you want to double dip and go ahead and get Justin Simmons too, hey, by all means, I'm fine. Now that would add to the unction to them being elderly, but I think Darnell Savage is definitely going to help, and I think Justin Simmons would help too, and I would sign Stephon Gilmore too. I would definitely do that for sure. So, all right, guys, you guys let me know what you guys think. As always, hello, Commanders. Peace. And he did get an interception in 2024. He got one interception in 2024. So he does have a knack for pass deflections. He had 6. He had 12 pass deflections in 2020. That was his best season. So he had 2 forced fumbles in 2019. I know that's 6 years ago, but still. All right, guys, as always, hello, Commanders. Peace.